The New York Jets will be picking up Quinnen Williams' fifth-year option. No surprise here, but let's talk about it. Is it a good thing? Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary, back with another video, and today I'll be talking about Quinnen Williams and the Jets deciding to pick up his fifth-year option, which I think is a pretty smart move. Before we get started today, I just wanted to mention that you can follow on social media at Matt O'Leary NY, and if you haven't already, please make sure to check out the Just Jets podcast. Wherever it is that you get your podcast, you can call in, leave me your questions, and I'll try to get to them on the show. So at the NFL Draft Combine, the New York Jets pretty much just came out and said, Joe Douglas said that they will be picking up Quinnen Williams' fifth-year option, which doesn't come as a surprise. It seemed like maybe, after this year, Quinnen Williams could get a contract extension, but I think what we're going to see here is they pick up the option, obviously, and then after year 4, that's when you can see. And that, to me, makes the most sense for both sides, because Quinnen Williams had a little bit of a down year, but still wasn't nearly as, quote-unquote, bad as some people are making his season out to be. We'll get into all that in a second, but here's the numbers. So this is from Rich Cimini. He says Williams due to make $4.9 million in 2022 with a cap charge of $10.35 million. The option fully guaranteed kicks in for 2023. Williams qualified for tier 2 level based on playing time, which means an option amount is $11.5 million per Jason from Over the Cap. So Jets get him for 2 years, $16.4 million, very team friendly. And I would agree, that is pretty team friendly. And yeah, I know he's underwhelmed to an extent for where he was selected. And you thought, okay, in year 3, he would really take a monster step forward. But to be fair, there were a lot of circumstances as to why he did not take that step forward. One of them being, their entire edge presence got taken away. Carl Lawson, who you brought in free agency, played 0 regular season games. Bryce Huff missed significant time during the regular season. Vinny Curry, who they brought in to be a rotational guy, missed the entirety of the season. So, there were extenuating circumstances to why he didn't necessarily get home, but 15 games, 6 sacks, 53 tackles, 12 quarterback hits, and 16 pressures. Those numbers are pretty solid. Again, do they jump off the page as this elite level guy? Not necessarily, but he's still without a question a top 10 tackle. It's a defensive tackle, It's about where he ends up. Is he going to make that jump to be a bona fide top 5 defensive tackle? I don't think he's never going to be Aaron Donald, which some people build him as coming out of in the 2019 draft class, but he's still a really good interior rusher and really good against the run too, by the way. Let's take a look at his player card, by the way, which is available on Patreon, patreon.com/Matt O'Leary NY. Player cards for the New York Jets in the 2021 season, as well as player write-ups and looks at free agency and the NFL draft. Earlier today, we wrote about Kyle Hamilton. We looked at if he's a generational player. We made a card for him and talked about all that fun stuff. So if you're looking for bonus New York Jets content, you can find it right there. Here's some more numbers and where he ranked: 65th percentile in hits, 82nd, 82.3 in hurries, 81.4 in pressures. Pressure percentage was down. So comparatively to where the number of pressures per the number of pass rush reps is a little bit lower, so you'd like that number to come up, obviously. Sacks, 87.1, pretty solid. Obviously, it can go up even more. Pass rush win rate was over 50 percentile, 56.2. Missed tackle rate, doesn't miss very many tackles, great sign, 85.2. And stop percentage, which is, kind of just measuring against the run, 94.9. So he was really, really damn good against the run. Took a little bit of a step back in pass rush, but I think that's something that could dramatically improve for him in 2022 and beyond based on who else is around him. John Franklin Myers is more than likely going to move back inside, where he is just better as a pass rusher at this point in his career. He's better on the interior. He was playing edge last year out of need. Then you have Carl Lawson coming back, and you would imagine that the Jets are going to either add someone else in free agency or the NFL draft in the early rounds to play on the opposite side. So I would anticipate the pass rush being better just overall for the New York Jets next year, which as a result is going to get those numbers up. Ideally, you'd like to see Quinnen Williams at 9 or even double-digit sacks. It looked like he was maybe going to hit that this year, kind of slowed down as the year went on, but I'm looking for him to bounce back in a big way. I think he is absolutely a building block on this team and a big piece of this team going forward. And I think the Jets will get a deal done with him when it's all said and done after the 2022 season. So no extension now, but we do find out that he is getting his 5th-year player option, which isn't a bad thing. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about Quinnen Williams getting his 5th-year option. What would you do? Is this exactly the plan? Let me know on all that and so much more in the comments or on social media. Subscribe here if you are new, and I'll talk to you next time.